Okay, hello. Hello, it has been a while. I have been so busy, but I'm back to playing games instead of making games. I guess we played this like last month, something like that. I don't even remember. Oh, this winter of ours. Let me get my chat thingy activated. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Hello. Nice to see you. It has been a while. Last time we were dabbling with magic, I guess, and since then this game got an update. It is on Steam and they are supposedly like improved things. I don't remember too well anymore since it's a while, but we'll see. I don't remember if the title screen had the particles and this, but I had fun last time too. So I'm not complaining either way. Anyway, let's play, I guess. So the gist was something like, well, the main character was lost and then this gloomy girl found her and then they did magic. And there was some like scary wind thing chasing them and stuff. This is like a couple of lines like behind where we stopped, but it's kinda good because I don't exactly remember. There was this like flashback thing. There we go. That feels better, doesn't it? Jeez, you really should be more careful. By the way, like if my voice is tired or anything, that's because I haven't like even spoken in like 2 weeks or something much. I had like one meeting with a friend. That's about it. I had to drop like everything that came out. It was really tough, but it was worth it. It came out pretty good. Anyway, let me get my gamepad. So I'll be able to press the forward button easily. Okay. Jeez, you really should be more careful. The gamepad is not connected to the computer. There we go. Then again, that's what makes you so cute. Huh. You don't like it when I call you cute. Then I'll call you cute again. Cute as a button you are. Now come here. She pulls me in close, wrapping her arms around me. I can feel her heartbeat against my cheek. We can't stay like this forever. So let's make this moment last. This moment. What is this like flashback? Like, am I interpreting it wrong or something? Like, make this moment last. Like, it could like be like, well, flowers and bees kind of thing too. It could imply something like that. Huh. So this is where we stopped last time. Lux tenses up for a moment, eyes wide and fingers curled, before relaxing once he realizes it's only me yelping myself awake. You got me there for a second. Lux lets out a sigh of relief. Good morning. Good morning, Lux. Sorry for startling you. Lux doesn't seem bothered by the name I have given her anymore, but she does tilt her head inquisitively. Was she called Lux in the flashback too, or is that a flashback? It could also be like combination of some things. Did you have any weird dreams? Weird. Huh. That was definitely weird, but it's also way too embarrassing to admit to dreaming about. How would I even tell her about that dream? Maybe it's not a flashback then, like if they both had it. Well, I'm not sure like how it exactly worked. I'm not sure like who had it. I guess both of them had it because Lux was asking about it. Yeah, I dreamed of you and it got very intimate. Except you had cat ears and you were way more talkative. Okay, I guess like the interpretation might be valid if it got very intimate like that. Would be very intimate. Haha, so weird, am I right? Only thing weird about that scenario would be me. She'd never think the same of me again. No, nothing weird, just plain old regular dreams. That can be regular too. Nothing wrong with that. I don't really remember my dreams at all once I wake up, so... Then why did you yell all of a sudden? Morning stretch. That. It's fine if you don't want to talk about it. Just know that there are fae in these parts, and they like to meddle with dreams. Oh, I had no idea. You know them? Only through my studies. They are shy but mischievous tricksters who dwell in forests and enjoy stealing or even swapping the dreams of sentients. Right. Yeah, that is like a very like typical like pixie things or something like that, I guess. Like pixies are like the mischievous kinda way. Usually, but there are different interpretations, I guess. Alright. They visited us last night. I dreamed of your father. My father. Lux nods. Okay, so it was just the main character then. And like Lux is worried that Delia dreamed of something weird. Seemed like a nice man, but he's also the reason you became a merchant instead of a maid's right. One of the reasons, yes. No, the main reason. I love my father, but Risky is a merchant's enemy, and he didn't want to risk losing his daughter to a person so far removed from the family lineage. I don't know, like why go to the forest like in the middle of the snowstorm though, then like that is risky too. That was very risky. He's the one who convinced me to settle for a merchant's life. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. No, it's okay. You were only recounting what the Fae showed you. I'm the one letting things off my chest. Anyway, do you think the Fae stole my dream and gave it to you? Yeah, there's a chance they also gave my dream to you. To me. But why would Lux dream of herself? Well, I guess why these were very Lux. But why the cat ears? Though I guess dreams don't make sense, so maybe there's some kind of fantasy thing. Or is there a chance that wasn't Lux after all? I guess that is a possibility too, but very similar looking. But actually there are differences, are the hair colors even the same? It could just be the style. Now that only confuses me even more. Of course, they could have only stolen yours and thrown my dream out. Maybe... Just be on your guard when you sleep. Don't be surprised if you see something you were better off not knowing. I'm sure. Better off not knowing. What could she mean? Now this is exactly the speculation Lux was ominously warning against. Besides, catfolk are just a tall tale parents tell to scare kids into behaving. But I guess she could have cat ears, right? We have only seen the hood. I would be up for that, would be great. Cat girls are nice. I shouldn't look too much into her or her past if she isn't comfortable. But now that I think about it, we have been traveling together for a week now, and I barely know anything about Lux. Let's start packing up. We should be able to travel east for a few hours before the Lord cuts us off again. The Lord was the weird thing that was chasing them. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I mean Lux, ma'am. I get it. Snow crunches underfoot as we trek on. It's been a week since I embarked on this journey with Lux, but there still doesn't seem to be an end in sight. The Lord ominously cuts us off just as we begin to make progress to the east. Not to mention, I never knew how huge these forests were until I had to hike through so much of them. Sometimes I worry we'll be trapped here forever. But Lux assures me that we'll find a way out eventually. While walking all day is still tough, my legs have finally accustomed to our routine, making the pain more bearable. The same way my legs are acclimating, Lux seems to be growing more talkative, making the afternoons less monotonous. In warmer seasons, lots of flowers grow around here. Oh, what kind? Purple ones and white ones. I don't know the names, but they are beautiful. Hello, chat. Nice to see you. It has been a while. Nice to be back to streaming too, playing games. It has been a while too. Really? No, haha. I guess you could say I don't go out much. Even after all your trips transporting goods between towns, you have never seen a flower field before. Well, honestly, I haven't left my hometown much. This was only my third trip between towns. Before you know, all this happened. Oh, unlucky on a couple levels. Beyond changing careers from merchant to mountaineer. Though you haven't been out long enough to see a field of flowers. Now I wish I could show them to you. Oh, that would be nice. It is winter though, but well, like winter and flowers, like they are kind of like a fantasy combination. So that would be a nice sight too. I don't know, I just like winter. Weird winter vibes. You know, you could combine some fire, growth and protection spells to keep snowy areas like this suitable for plant life. Really? Yep, it's a common enough practice that some farmers contract mages to keep their crops alive during the winter. Well, that would be handy, I guess. It's a lengthy process, unfortunately. I doubt we'll have enough time to continually cast the necessary spells while outpacing him. Or there was like a D&D spell too, like some kind of ritual spell that you could use to like improve crop growth or something. I remember in like one campaign, like we did it for fun. Like it didn't really mean anything, but we just did it for roleplay reasons. That. Isn't there a quicker spell to maybe grow a flower from your hand? Or there's a D&D spell for that too. I wanted to make like my warlock have the spell like take it from the druid, and like the warlock would then like make everything bloom when she touched them, like that kind of thing. But sadly though, the campaign didn't continue. I'm not sure. Maybe I can check later in my tome for any notes on the subject. Great. A girl of few words as always, but I could tell underneath her scarf she was practically beaming with excitement. The news of a potential flower spell put a little extra pep in Lux's step, her free arms swinging in sync. Even though I have gotten used to Lux's pace by now, we still hold hands throughout our marches. Maybe Lux thinks I still need the help, but I'm not complaining. The warmth and gentle squeeze from her hand is reassuring, especially when Lux is in a good mood like now. Inevitably, neither of us can keep a conversation going forever, and silence settles between us once more. I know that feeling. And I'm kinda like the weirdo who just likes to walk and like suck in the atmosphere, and I don't mind the silence. But I'm a little worried, like if somebody's walking with me, like they will be bored. But I'm just like, I struggle to come up with like lines of conversation. Lost in the peace, my mind begins to wander. Wondering about myself, about where I am, about Lux. I have shared a lot about myself these past few days with Lux, but now I wouldn't hesitate to call her a friend of mine. And yet, there's still so little that I know about her. I know that she lives in these forests and seems to like it here. I also know she has an endless curiosity for magic. She is a short-spoken but kind girl who knows some magic spells and survival skills. And that's about all I know of her. I don't know if she has any interests beyond magic. I don't know where she came from, or why she lives in this forest. I'm not even sure why she's helping me, beyond maybe the goodness of her heart. No, spending a week marching through the wilderness with someone you just met goes beyond kindness, doesn't it? No, it can be just like a ton of kindness, I guess. So many questions. Where do I even start? Should I even bring such questions up with her? Well, I guess like there might be no harm to try, but it sounds like it could be a little bit embarrassing kind of a question to her. Well, at the very least, I do want to get to know her better, being that she's my friend and all. Of course, there is a chance that she doesn't view me as her friend. Does she? Does she not? I don't know, my head hurts. Enough worrying, I'll just ask. Ask what? Oh, I said that out loud again, didn't I? Yep. Is there something on your mind? Well, actually... Oh, there are choices. What is the menu? This save. Well, I guess we'll end up asking all of this anyway. Where did you come from? How was it like growing up here? What's your favorite color? But this is basically like these are kinda the same, I guess. But like normally this would be like pretty neutral question. Like where did you come from? Like it's, I don't know, it's kinda weird. Would be kinda weird normally. Like where did you come from? All of a sudden. That kind of vibe. Well, let's try this. How was it like growing up here? Lux had mentioned playing with icicles when she was younger. Maybe now she'd be more willing to open up about her past experiences in the forest. So, how was it like growing up here? I couldn't even begin to imagine how different it must have been to the town life I was used to. You get used to it. That. I see. Well, I guess we'll ask this too then. We'll ask all of them anyway. This one's been a burning question of mine. Has she lived in the forest her entire life? Or did she come from somewhere else before making the forest her home? I guess like in that kind of like, when you frame it like that, it's not that weird, I guess. I was thinking like it was like in more like immediate terms rather than lifetime terms. I had to ask. So Lux, can I ask you where did you come from? No. I guess that's my bad for phrasing the question like that. You have been very nosy all of a sudden. I don't appreciate it. Sorry. I'll stop asking those kinds of questions. Oh, this fits the flow of the discussion actually. So, you better not be prying into my past again. No, I swear, I won't do that anymore. I just wanted to ask. Lux shoots me a glare, causing me to choke on my words. Go on. What's your favorite color? I never thought about that. That's it. That was less insightful than I had hoped. What is like my favorite color? I like the different shades of red and purple, I guess. Like depends on the vibe. At least like in terms of clothes, I like red. Red kind of clothes, they are nice somehow. Like red color and peach color and like tamer kind of orange color, that kind of things. Has nothing to do with the lesbian flag, but it kinda. The color scheme is the same. I do like the flag though too. My turn. What's gotten into you? Why do you suddenly care so much about my past? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or worse. That didn't answer my question. I like the tension of the game between like these two. It's kinda nice. Lux eye. I can feel a lump forming in my throat, alongside a sense of helplessness. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. I pushed her into a corner with questions that crossed a line. Well, I think it's a little bit of an overreaction though, hopefully. Like you can ask questions and those weren't nasty questions or anything. She doesn't need to answer them, I guess. Don't cry. I'm sorry. I let out a sniffle, barely able to look Lux in the eye. I'm sorry for crying and those questions. Don't apologize, really. It was my fault. I always tried avoiding talking about my past. I never told you how much of a touchy subject it was to me. So sorry for making you cry. But please, for your sake, please don't ask about my past. Okay. I was asking because I just wanted to know you better. As a friend. Huh. Sorry. I didn't know. Silence is much more uncomfortable now. Like rushing river now frozen. I didn't mean for things to end up like this. But now that the mood's been soured, I don't know how to recover. Does Lux want to talk anymore? Does he even want to listen to me? Hey. You first. No, please, you first, I insist. Oh, well. You know, I was thinking. I know I don't talk much about myself. There's some things I can't touch on, but others are fair game. I should do a better job letting you know which is which. Or what's the difference between something I don't have much to say on and something I won't have much to say on. Does that make sense? I stare in awe for a moment at Lux's sudden trust in me. Oh, hello? Yes, it does make sense. So I could start now by sharing a little bit about myself. Since we are friends. She said it. She said the thing. We really are friends. Well, that is step number 1, I guess. Oh, please do tell. A green pear roasted over a fire. It tastes cozy. That's my favorite treat for the winter. Fried pear. Well, I guess it can make sense, like you can make like a pie out of pear, I guess. It could be the same kind of thing. Sounds yummy, honestly. Like it's kind of a mild fruit, but it could work. At least, whenever I can get my hands on them. I never found them in the wild, so I don't think they grow around here. I only really get them when I go into town. You go to town. Sorry, ignore that, I was just curious. No, that's fine. Well, like it's not exactly like past things, I guess, so it's a safe topic. I have been to a town before. That's all I can say. That's fine. But there is definitely like something that like some kind of reason why she like avoids people basically. Like if she has been to town, but if like something didn't go well, something, hard to tell. Green pears, huh? They are an interesting fruit, sweet but almost bitter. I was never fond of the texture of them raw, but maybe they are better roasted. And what's strange is that they should grow around here. They are not that uncommon. Better yet, I think they can survive the winter. Maybe she just hasn't seen them. Oops, too loud. Do you know how green pears grow? No. Underground. Okay, that's very like not like pear, like at all. I guess it's more like a potato. I'm not a farmer, but it probably looks kinda like weeds at first glance. So if you didn't know, you have probably just been walking right past it. Lux holds her face in her hands. That explains it. I'll have to look for some in the warmer months. Thank you. It's nothing. Now I wish we could eat some now. I may have an idea. If I recall correctly, they are pretty resilient and can survive in the cold here. Just a matter of uncovering them. I guess like they aren't like a fruit, but it is like a whole plant basically. We don't have time for that. Unless we use Aguila to melt some snow around us as we walk. Yeah, the Final Fantasy sounding spells. You might need to rest sooner, but what do you say? Yes, I mean sure. We can try that. Now, how did we manage to cast Aguila again? We had practiced casting minor spells since that night, but Aguila had proven to be a surprisingly fickle spell for the two of us. Still, we had at least a couple more hours of daylight to kill. So long as we didn't need to slow down, I could take my time honing our casting skills. Imagine a fire. Imagine a fire. I fidgeted around with Lux's hand as I tried to maintain a proper grip. Digits interlocking, wrapping around her knuckles with the tips of my fingers. Our palms laying flat against each other, slowly swaying with each step of ours. Without thinking, I give hers a little squeeze. Is this part of the casting ritual? Sorry, I was just trying to figure out if our hand-holding was off. Was it? I like the tension. Answer the question. Yes, no, I have no clue. Lux squeezes my hand back. Is this better? Why is my mouth so dry all of a sudden? I guess because you haven't been hydrating. Answer, Delia. You have to answer. Yes. What? I can feel my cheeks heating up. They must be so red right now. Maybe this can substitute for Aguila. No need. Lux lifts her arm to show me her glove set ablaze. Ooh. Wait, I was thinking out loud again. Who cares, we have fire. Now we just have to keep our eyes peeled. Is that? Never mind. The day draws on, yet it bears no fruit. No idea if it is a fruit. We march onward until Lux suddenly stops, leaving me in front for once. There. I think I see a green pear. Really? It's probably pear and not pear. That weed over there looks different. Upon further inspection, small purple dots blot the otherwise green weed. You're right. As Lux approaches the alleged fruit, the snow around it melts away to reveal. Look, there's a whole bunch of them. Let's grab some. You should let go first. Right. I let go of her hand. Burning all the pears after all the trouble would be a disaster, as comical as it would be. But they wanted them fried anyway. Now, Lux steps up to the plant, sizing it up. The moment of truth. She reaches out, grips the weed, and gives it a tug. And out slides. Yes. I reach a hand up for a high five, but Lux just looks at me. After a moment, Lux also raises her hand. Yes. It feels like I'm more excited than her. Then again, maybe I weirded her out with the concept of a high five. That's what you were looking for, right? After a moment of stirring, Lux nods emphatically. A good sign. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just happy I could help. Shall we set up camp? Yeah. Let's roast some pears. Yeah. I think this one is about done. Oh, nice. You should have the first one. Oh no, I couldn't. They are your favorite. It's thanks to you we have them. And I wanted to see you try them. Well then, if you insist. Lux hands me a skewer, which I lift towards my mouth. After blowing on the hot piece of fruit for a moment, I take a bite. Yeah, that's good. The smoked flavor goes really well with the sweetness. It almost tastes like the inside of an apple pie, but kinda bitter. I guess like you can also like just put apples into an oven. Like that is a thing too. So it's kinda the same, I guess. I'm glad you liked it. See, you're smiling right now, aren't you? Under your scarf, I mean. ... And if you aren't gonna answer, that means I'm right. Right. ... Not answering. Ahaha. You should take the rest of this one. I'll eat the next one that's ready. Sure. Lux takes the rest of the pear and digs in. As she takes her first bite, she closes her eyes as she chews. I wonder what she's thinking. After a couple more bites, Lux finishes off the fruit and looks at me. Thank you. I really enjoyed this. Oh well, I'm glad you liked the fruit. It means all our efforts were worth it. My nose itches for some reason, like not in the sneezy way, but just like itchy way for some reason. Not just a green pear, for a lot more. Lux doesn't elaborate further, but I think I get the gist of what she's trying to say. It's no problem at all, Lux. Lux. Is the name bothering you again? Should I stop? No. It's taken a bit of getting used to, but having a name can be nice. The crackles of the campfire fill the night air with a peaceful bliss as we share more of our roasted treats with each other. Days go by without an end in sight. The Lord's ever-present threat limits how far east the two can travel before making way for him. March east, survey the land. March northwest, camp for the night. March east, survey the land. March south, camp for the night. In the grand scheme of things, their travels would seem quite monotonous, but neither of them would agree with such a sentiment. For despite the tired snowscape of trees jailing their view of the horizon, the long stretches of silence coding their many steps, and the occasional awkwardness rearing its ugly head, this was the most alive either had felt in years. Do you have a favorite flower? Maybe tulips. They have got 2 lips, so maybe we can relate. That's a nice pun. I like it. Ha ha ha. That's stupid. Hey, what did tulips ever do to you? What? Tulips. I hold up 2 fingers with one hand, opening and closing them like scissors. Yay. Why scissoring? Huh. Ah ha 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 ha. What was that? Tulips. Ah ha ha. It makes even less sense the more you say it. I'm not even sure how much of that joke was intentional, but I'm glad Lux got a good laugh out of it. Most days were filled with peace, almost to the point of mundanity. Those are the days best suited for appreciating the simple pleasures of what lies right in front of oneself. A warm hand, a trusted companion, a friend. A perfect day to take in the world around you and share a tale from long ago, whether one read from a book or one experienced firsthand. But as the luck would have it, not every day was so idyllic. Some days were fraught with dangers Delia had only heard of in her studies for good reason. In spite of her debilitating fear, Delia gradually learned to face those fears together with Lux. Eventually. Get close to me. It's something whoa. Lux yanks me in close, practically hugging me as she scans her surroundings. Is it? She has a serious, almost mysterious look in her face, and being so close to her, it was nothing. Sorry about that. No, don't worry about it. No, I look down at Lux's gaze. And Lux's gaze follows the point. Remember when I said Lux was practically hugging me? Well, she's hugging me. Cradling the back of my head, holding me very close. And I'm hugging back. I don't even remember when I did that. Lux stays looking down for a second. I almost want to do the same, if only because I don't want this moment to end. Wow. Sorry. I was too close to you. I'll stay close, but not so close next time, I promise. That. I didn't mind. What was that? I mean, leaving our arms occupied when there's a threat nearby isn't the best tactic. You're right. So that was my fault. Sorry, let's keep going. Right. In time, the forest that Delia once dreaded and even feared became a second home to her. Not quite knowing the forest like Lux did, but still appreciating all of it, both the beautiful and the fearsome. All of her studies couldn't prepare Delia for how wonderful the world outside of towns and merchants could be. Just beyond the paved brick roads are sullen faces of workers who knew their place. There lies a tapestry of miracles and nightmares woven together by millions of years of inherited knowledge, just waiting to be tapped into by those curious enough. Delia was eager to learn every bit about that world, and Lux was just as eager to show her. Come on, I know a good spot around here. A good spot for what? You'll see. Soon enough, Lux leads us to a clearing with a sizable hill in the center. Are we gonna camp here for the night? Yep. But don't set up the fire yet. There's something I want to show you. She fell. As Lux finishes her sentence, she leans back until she falls back first onto the snow. She pats the ground near her, signaling me to join her. Once I meet her on the ground, I look up to find. Wow. All this time together, and we never had a chance to sit together under the stars like this. The trees usually block all of this, but not here. I used to go out finding little places like this. Sitting here under the stars, but she does understand what is so nice about winter. So far away, yet so everywhere. I could never get a view like this back in my hometown. We continue staring in awe at the cosmos spiraling out above us. I could spend the whole night here with Lux. Days turn to weeks, and the two are inseparable. Delia knows the beauty she surrounds herself with every day, the beauty that she's been less hesitantly calling her home, is all thanks to Lux. Lux has brought beauty into her life, and while Lux may not admit it, something tells Delia that she may have brought something of her own into Lux's life. How have you never heard of snow angels before? Lux just shrugs as I lay on the snow and continue waving my arms and legs in place. Aren't you cold down there? A little. Bet it stings. A little. But it's fun. That. Well, get your fun in. We have to get going, sir. Before she can finish her sentence, a torrent of snow is dumped off the over-encumbered branch that was above her, which of course smacks her right in the face. Ha 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 ha. When really that can be dangerous. Like the snow can smack you really bad. Does it sting? Sorry, was that mean? Lux is nodding, instead pulling her arm back and... She knows what snowballs are. Get back here. No way. I get up from my snow angel spot and race after Lux, snowball in hand. For a few fleeting moments, we forego about our march of the Lord. All we cared about was flinging snow at each other. Take this. Oh yeah. Counterattack. Wah. take the arm. Before I know it, I have tripped over myself and I'm now on top of Lux. We are awfully close. That. So naturally, I throw a bit of snow onto her face. And naturally, hey, ahaha, counter attack. Yeah, you'll pay for that. Lux pulls her arm back again and day 31. The wind howls as snow slices at our skin. Another blizzard has come out of nowhere, filling the forest with an icy chaos. Oh, actually, let me save it. Let me check like how far we are into the game if that works in the new version. I think it was F1 or something. Oh, it does work. Oh, I guess it's a little bit longer maybe than before. I think it was 2K something before. We have time though, so we'll play at least an hour still. I'm enjoying the story. I'm not like a big fan of the like narration bits. Like they feel a little bit out of place, but I don't exactly mind it. It's just me liking the adventure style visual novels more than the other type. The novel type. Well, I guess it did work. It did work, like they did it skillfully. In Black Lily's tale, like interleaving the two. It can feel like a little bit jarring to me sometimes, like the switch between the two. Either way, I can't make out anything in the distance. Apart from the occasional tree we pass by, it's just Lux and I drifting through a white world. But the sudden shift in weather caught me off guard, and being pelted by all the snow hurts a lot more than a small sting. I'm strangely calm. Why does my nose itch? I don't understand all of the sudden. Time and time again, through our days, we have been in harm's way, but every time we make it out. Deep down, I know, if I just keep hold of Lux's hand, we'll be safe. He turns to face me and mouths something. I can't hear her over the wind, but she speeds up, so I do too. Finally, I see it. The walls of a cliff unveil themselves before my eyes, and framed into the cliff is the mouth of a cave, and with a few more heavy steps. I stifle the urge to cheek until we make sure we are alone. The cheer. But when the coast, or cave in this case, is confirmed clear. Yes. Ha 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 ha. I can't believe that we'd come across a place like this. The cave makes for a beautiful home. Deep enough to keep us safe from the elements, but small enough that we don't have to worry about something sneaking around in some cave system unbeknownst. It's a difficult word for me somehow. Unbeknownst. Oh well, to us. Let me write this down. I want to practice it later. Open a text editor. Get the other keyboard. Unbeknownst. It's probably just unbeknownst or something. I got a glimpse of it, but I wasn't sure if my eyes were playing tricks on me. Lux exhales before sprawling out on the floor. Leading the way must have taken a lot out of her. I'll grab the top. No, I have got it. Let me get the text editor minimized, it's bothering me. Lux rolls over, revealing her backpack of supplies. She reaches in. And then her arm flops to the floor. Actually, I can't help but let out a chuckle. I have got it. I piece out the top from Lux's bag, lay it out on the cave floor. Lux responds by immediately rolling onto the top and letting out a satisfied sigh. Better. Do you think we should make a fire? I'm tired. Come on, it's not too hard, Lux. I bet I'd feel nice to cozy up by the fire. Okay, you win. I gather some firewood from Lux's bag and place it out behind her. Lux sits up and outstretches both her arms. I take hold of one hand and Lux points the other at the firewood. Soon enough. Fire! That's better. After stretching by the fire for a moment, Lux pats the top next to her, inviting me over. It will feel even better when we are closer. Oh, sure. I slept almost every night curled up to Lux, but this is the first time she's invited me to lie next to her. Wanting her warmth, I match Lux's position and lie stomach down next to her, propping up my head with my hands. Once I'm down on the ground, I realize just how close our faces are. This isn't normally how this goes either. I quickly turn around to face anywhere but Lux, but I smoothly start up a conversation with her so that there's nothing to worry about. So that weather, What a conversation starter. Oh yeah, let's see you try. Okay. So that weather, seriously? Hee. Okay, you win. I can't beat the conversation champion. Victory. Hold up my hand, making a V with my index and middle fingers for Lux to see. Thankfully, she responds to my childish antics with another law. As the mood cools down, my mind begins to wander. Do I really want to leave all this behind? Despite its dangers, I have enjoyed nearly every day I have spent with Lux. And to leave all that? No, to leave her behind, just to go back to a life I wasn't very thrilled to live. You know what, Lux? I made up my mind. About what? I'm not going back just to be a merchant again. I'm gonna, I don't know. But these days, with you, have shown me that life has more to offer than what everyone in my hometown told me. And I wanna live it, damn it. I wanna live my life. I'm glad. You seem a lot happier now that you have set off that fate. Damn right. I'll show the world just what Lilia is capable of. And as soon as I say that, remember why we were traveling in the first place. A month of trekking through the snow to get to a place I only just now gave up on. But I'm sorry for wasting your time. You were escorting me east to Abeldon this whole time, only for me to give up on that destination. I don't mind. It's not like I have anything better to do. Besides, it was fun. Lux pauses. I can see her, but I can tell the mood around her has shifted. So, will you still need me around? I'm almost blindsided by the question. Of course, I'll want you around, Lux. You're the biggest reason I made this resolution. I couldn't even imagine life without you. Wait, that last part has a lot of implications. Or what I mean is that we should be together forever, and that you're part of the reason why life is worth living to me. That's even worse. Ha 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 ha. Lux cuts me off with another burst of laughter. It takes a while for her to calm down, as he eventually does, wiping tears from her eyes as he does so. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, feel free to ignore my ramblings, haha. Lux stays silent. I hope I didn't put her in an awkward position. After a moment, I feel her tug on my coat. Hey. Can I look at you? Look at me. Your face. I want to see your face. But that's too embarrassing. Especially after you know. Please. Well, when you ask like that. Slowly, I turn around to face Lux once more. She has her arm propping up her head like a pillow, and I feel compelled to do the same. Oh, nice. Once I match Lux's pose, we lock eyes. I've never gazed in Lux's eyes like this before. Is he doing the same? I hope she doesn't think I'm weird for doing this, but I begin to notice small things. The shape of her pupil, the pattern of her iris, and just how gentle her stare is. She blinks. I stare into her eyes as she stares back. I blink. My self-consciousness melts away. This feels right. Neither woman had words to describe the sensation arresting them both at this moment. It went beyond mere companionship, beyond the sense of belonging, a sensation that many spent their entire lives dreaming about. It wasn't something either had given much thought of until now. No, they were still not giving it much thought. For in that moment, with the frigid white storm raging outside their humble abode, one poured out from every fiber of their beings effortlessly, like this was always how things were meant to be. Delia extended her hand, and Lux takes it, fingers interlocked, palms pressed together. The two stare in awe at each other's hands for a moment. A simple action they had taken for granted in their journey has suddenly found itself with a new, more intimate context. Wordlessly, they stare at their hands, into each other's eyes, their hair, their smiles. They had never taken it any farther with anyone before, but tonight that was okay. That was already in front of them. What was already in front of them has already brought them indescribable amount of joy, comfort, and something else. As night falls, the two take in each other's breath, each other's heartbeat, hoping, praying that this moment would never end. I think I love her. It's so good. The atmosphere is so nice. Let me hydrate. It's so great. Like the thing, like the developers really know what is nice about winter. I can hear voices shouting in the distance. Where did they go? Find the little bastards. They couldn't have gone far. Because of footsteps surround us, she holds me close. It will be okay. It will be okay. Lux question mark. You'll make it out of this, I promise. I found something. The little bee hip are hiding nearby. Flush them out. Suddenly I hear flames gushing out around me. They can't light the snow on fire, but the voices want us to burn. Takes a deep breath, yet another, then another. Stay here. Don't go outside. I beg her to stay. Don't cry. It doesn't matter that you won't see me again, because you'll live on. I protest. I want to. I said, don't go outside. They will not find you. I'll make sure of it. She holds up her claw and stares at it for a moment before closing it into a tight fist, cutting into herself and drawing blood. I won't let them take you too. She turns her back to me and yells something. She doesn't listen. She leaves the den. We have got one. She's right there. What are you doing? Burn her already. Flames rush out once again, and then One of the voices lets out a blood-curdling scream. It's starting. She already bit into. Shut up and kill her already. Flames erupt once more until I hear the distinct sound of sharp bone piercing flesh. I can't take the suspense anymore. I poke my head out of the den to find 2 bodies laid next to her. Bones broken, limbs contorted into wriggling spirals. Face of agony plastered into each head. They both bled from the same place. White marks to the neck. Each body was missing a piece of flesh there. There was someone across from what was her. He was shaking, a fire spell barely maintained in his hand. You. I won't let you kill anyone else, monster. She roars, lunges forward, and slashes his fiery arm clean off. He yells. Then she slits open his stomach with another savage swing, and finally, but this took a dark turn all of a sudden. She bites into his head. His skin grays, as if his life was sucked out from his skull, and then he collapses. She twitches. She arches back in agony, yelling into the night. Then slowly, she straightens herself, then hunches over. Her breath is heavy, her eyes are empty, her mouth is foaming. It was no longer her. It was something else. I won't let you. I won't let you kill. Let you kill. Kill, kill, kill. The corpse of the man she just killed began to shrivel in front of her, arms and legs twisting, innards churning and bubbling out of the cauldron. It began taking the same shape as the other 2 bodies. The path between us stretched for an eternity, yet I could still so clearly make it out at the end. The path was lined with the mangled corpses of men, women, and children. Some beheaded, some disemboweled, some flayed, all bitten into. It couldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. They had taken everything from it, so it will take everything from them. And at the end of it all, it turned to me. This wasn't her. It smiled, rows of sharp, jagged, blood-soaked teeth, glazed eyes filled with sadistic pleasure, surrounded by mountains of corpses. Welcome home. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to make out of this. I guess it's probably like the trope that you want, like a badass, like a romance interest or something. Like that's the vibe, I guess. Like the typical werewolf kinda romance trope, I guess. Well, I get it, but we'll see where this goes. But I don't think this game exactly needed this turn of events. But maybe it will be good in the end. Who knows? Rude awakening. Up. Let me hydrate. It got very seriously all of a sudden. I guess like you want like some kind of conflict, but I would be fine with that conflict too. I'm out of breath and sweating profusely in spite of the cold weather. Ha ha ha. It was just a dream of Lux. Or was that someone else? It probably isn't the thing that is like chasing them, though. Like that's probably a different entity. It could be the same, but I don't think so, based on the evidence. All those bodies. Good lucks. No, it was just a dream. Lux couldn't do that. She doesn't have fangs or cat ears. But she does have claws. No, it couldn't be. Lux. Mwah. Somehow my scream didn't wake her. I tried shaking Lux awake when... Well, she does have cat ears, I guess. Her hood falls off. She has cat ears. No, she couldn't. She couldn't be. She wouldn't. What's wrong? Get away from me. Huh. I frantically get up and away from Lux, kicking some snow up as I hurry out of the cave. Wait, what? As Lux outstretches her arm towards me, she notices something. She freezes before reaching back for her head, patting her newly exposed ears. She stares at me. She knows. I don't know what she's going to do to me now. Come on, legs, work. You. Don't come close. Or I just begin to prick the corners of my eyes. I won't do anything, Lux. I don't want to die. Wait. There's no time to think. I just have to run. Don't look back, just keep running. I just have to run, keep running. This will be the last thing I do in this life. Run. Lux sits alone in the cave. From the outside, she seems to be taking it easy compared to her usual days spent running from the Lord. She spends her day bundling up in her top, occasionally attempting to cast Agi. But on the inside, things couldn't be more complicated. Over the past month, feelings once lost had been defrosting, and feelings never felt had been blooming. With an exhale, the girl gives up and goes back up on her side, pulling her hood as far as it will go. It can't be that hard, so why can't I cast it? Why would I need her just to use a fire spell? Oh, whatever. I don't need some silly fire spell. I can use my hands. I have been fine all these years without it. I'll be fine. I'll Is fine good enough? Of course it is. Stupid words and their meanings. Now I don't have to do all that thinking. I can just focus on staying alive instead of escorting some dead weight. And I don't have to hide the truth. It's so quiet. I mean, of course it is. It was always going to end someday. We could never have. We can't stay like this forever. Or what I mean is that we should be together forever. And that you're part of the reason life is worth living to me. I guess like that's the problem with the U-Haul attitude. Gotta let the relationship stabilize a little bit before jumping to conclusions. It's funny, just a few hours after the request, she up and ran. Although it was for the best. I don't need to be weak. I don't need to rely on her to help me. I could even become a mate myself. Why did I even bother going to all that trouble? Just to pretend I was normal. We were lying to ourselves and each other. Just to delay the inevitable. But now the lies and secrets are over. I can go back to. What was I doing before this? That time feels so long ago. I don't even remember. So what should I do? Well, I'm thirsty. Could start with water. If only I knew a water spell. No. I have a canteen in my backpack. I reach out and grab at my canteen. Empty. I could... oh, let me hydrate. Getting a little bit tough because I haven't been reading it this much in a good while. Well, let's try. Let's try to do this. I could go out and gather some snow, melt it over a fire to purify it. It can wait. I don't feel like getting up now. Stop thinking about her. She was only using me. She only stayed with me because the alternative was dead. But not only that, but that was one reason, I guess. But I don't think there was particularly much using exactly. Stop. I knew she was going to find out eventually. Why did I bother getting close to her? Whatever. It's all over now. Back to the life I had before. It was a fine life. It was fine. Yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Day 33. It's already afternoon. I should get going. The Lord should be getting close. If I leave now, I could easily get a head start on him. I don't feel like it. I toss and turn inside my top. I stay here for a little longer. Until, I don't know, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Nothing. Something's here. Okay, no sudden movements. Maybe it will pass by. You're still here. My blood freezes, heats up, and freezes over again. I must be dreaming. It's okay, You can do this, Delia. Lux. Could this be real? Oh, they said that they are cat ears, but I got the feeling that it's more like a wolf girl or something. Like it feels more like the wolf kinda stereotype of being like fierce and eating stuff, I guess. Could this be real? Did he come back? I guess he wouldn't survive anyway. Probably no absence. Why? Well, where else could she have gone without me? She realized how hard it was alone. I peel my head up from the ground and face her. What do you want? For a moment, I want to ask where her hat went, but I snapped that thought out. I'm really sorry. My actions were completely disrespectful, especially to someone who had treated me so kindly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, well, for starters, we don't know if the dreams are true, but I guess they are, based on how this works. But even then, like, well, like for starters, like it kind of looked like she like ditched her because she had ears, basically. Like freaking furry, I'm running, I'm making a run for it. Like that kind of way of ditching her. I want to do what I can to make up for my transgression, no matter what it takes. And I hope that you'll be able to forgive me and we could, if you'd be so kind, continue traveling together. I guess this is what you meant by not wanting me to pry on your past. I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to, really. I know you're probably upset with me. Upset. Why would I be? You made your choice to leave. Probably the right one. I panicked. Whenever something has gone wrong, you have been there for me. So when I saw those visions, I was scared of what I saw. I wanted your help, as always, but I was too scared of how you'd react if you knew what I saw. The point is, I wasn't thinking clearly. But now I have made up my mind. My choice is to be with you. Right. You need your guide. No. I appreciate all that you have done. I know it was selfish of me to even ask you to help me in the first place. But it's different now. I meant everything I said the last night we spent together. Why do I have to keep being reminded of that? Of what could never be? Just go. I don't want to. I want to fix things. Something is telling me how to talk to you, how to be with you. Just hear me out, okay? I hate this. Like, this is like very like understandable though. Like, I would be like pretty upset doing this kind of situation. Like if I had like cat ears and like somebody, like I was wearing the hat all the time and then like this beans got spilled and the other person was like freaking furry and running. I hate having these feelings. My body is telling me to jump into her arms and beg her to stay with me. But at the same time, it takes everything to stop myself from screaming. Why can't she just go away? Before this gets harder. And why do I care so much? Damn it, I'm not weak. Why do you want me to go? Because I don't want you here. Because I ran away. It was a reminder of... reminder of what? Will you cut it out already? I find myself on my feet. You're making this complicated. You don't want to be with me, and I don't care for you. Just go like you were always going to. Liar. Nobody has ever listened to me as much as you do. And you're not the kind of person who would fake being kind. If anything, you have always faked being mean or indifferent. I know it's vain of me to say this, but I think you do care, and I really hurt you. Hurt. You think I'm a baby now. Did you just choose the moment I left to stop caring about the Lord? You have been the one who's been worried about him, but now, have you even left this cave? Because I set up camp pretty close to here, I should have seen you. Besides, there should be footprints leading out of here if you did. Listen, it's not just myself I'm here for. I'm here for you. Shut up. You aren't here for me. Everyone leaves, that's how it works. You'll leave just like... Stop trying to give me hope with your pity. This is kinda relatable too, like in a way. Not that like everybody lives exactly in my life, but still I can kinda feel this. Like sometimes things just don't last while you would like them to. And it can be like tough to believe that things can actually be good. I know I'm not meant to be loved. So let me be alone and stop worrying about it. Let me forget you already. Just because I had people around me doesn't mean I didn't feel alone too. I know how you feel. But you aren't meant to be alone. You're super awesome and worthy of being cared for. Maybe by someone better and more understanding than me, but by someone. But please, let me show you that I'll stay with you. If I have another dream, I'll try my best to stay calm and not run away. Liar. Please, Lux. How can I show you that there's nothing to show me? Forget about me. Forget about everything I have ever said or done to you. And forget everything you have ever said because of me. You know I can't do that. She takes a step closer. I take a step back into the cramped den. Do you think I do all of this just for just anyone? Of course you would. I'm the only reason you're alive. We didn't need to share obscure magic spells or roast green pears together or play in the snow just to stay alive, did we? But we did it anyway. I wanted to do it anyway. He takes another step closer. I feel cornered. You're that important to me, Lux. Shut up. And I don't want to let you go just because of a stupid misunderstanding. I said, shut up. All the urges in my body converge at once, and without thinking She falls to the ground. Her leg. She's bleeding. I did this to her. The pain is too much for her. She can barely look up through each sharp inhale. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. This wasn't supposed to. I'm sorry. She looks up from her leg, revealing the slash marks I left on her. I'm sorry. It's She lets in a couple more sharp inhales through her teeth before continuing. It's okay. I'm sorry for being too pussy. I caused all of this. No, you shouldn't be apologizing. This was all my fault. I'm the one that did this to you. That's what I was warning you about. Warning her about. About what? That I'll selfishly lash out at the one person who's given me warmth since. Now isn't the time for that. She's bleeding. Delia is bleeding. I don't want her to die. I'm sorry for everything. You deserve better. Delia winces at the pain, holding down her leg with one arm. And then she smiles. She's in too much pain to do much else. But when she isn't wincing, she smiles at me. Why? Lux. Yes. Could you do me a favor? Sure, anything. Could you help me inside? Delia motions to the den. Of course. But don't try to get up. I don't want to see you in any more pain. It is like very dramatic, but I think I would like the drama to be a little bit lighter. Feels like even like the start of the story, like bleeding as such is like a little excessive, I think. Oh, it's fine still, but oh, wow. Delia can't get up on her own. I don't want to risk putting any weight on her bad leg, so I carry her to the den. She was heavy. I don't think I'd be able to carry her very far if it came down to it. We need to put pressure on the leg to stop the bleeding. I rip off a large chunk of my scarf and wrap it tightly around the scarred part of the leg. She winces in pain as I tighten the cloth. Thank you. You shouldn't be saying that to me. How long do you think I can rest? As long as you need to. I'll nurse you back to health until you can walk again. But I thought... Forget what I said earlier. I didn't mind being your guide, or your nurse, or whoever you need me to be. I just want to see you better. Delia lets out a weak laugh. I appreciate it, really. But that's not what I meant. How much time do we have before he arrives? My blood runs cold. In all the chaos, I completely forgot about the Lord. I run just outside of the den to see where he is. He's close, but looks a little bit like a wolf the clouder. Too close. If we left now, we'd barely be able to outrun him. But she's in no shape to do that. Then he'll be on top of us by the end of tomorrow. I rush back inside. Let me pour some warm drinks. Okay. What even is the Lord exactly? Like, it just looks like a cloud. I rush back inside the den and update Delia on the Lord's position. I see. Delia looks down at her leg for a bit, then back at me. Could you carry me as you hike? That. I probably have a dejected look on my face. I can't do that. I'm not strong enough. I'm sorry. The gravity of the situation has finally settled in. Delia is going to die. The Lord will kill her. It's all my fault. I could make like a sled or something and pull her. Tears begin to form. Or like use magic. That would be thematically better, I guess. I'm so sorry, Delia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Delia doesn't say anything. I'm on the ground, tears streaming down my face. I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry. She puts her hand on my back. I look up, stunned. I can't read her expression, but she's smiling. I don't know what to say either. I thought I'd die quite a few times on our journey. This one might be for real. Well, if it wasn't for you, the blizzard would have killed me a long time ago. So maybe this is what I was fated for. I'm just happy I got to meet you. This forest was bound to kill me one way or another. You're wrong. I yell out of pure reflex, startling Delia. But she has to know. You were supposed to live. You were supposed to be happy. You weren't supposed to end up like this. If not, then everything I did until now was for nothing. I want to crawl into a ball and cry. I almost do. But Delia tells me something. There's no reason you can't. You can still live. And I'm sure happiness awaits you somewhere. So go. What? Don't die for me. I can't do that. I'm done pushing you away. I want to be with you until the end. And if the end is tomorrow, then so be it. You don't have to. I want to. I don't want you to die, Lux. And I don't want you to die, Delia. Delia lets out a weak laugh. Looks like we are at a deadlock then. Say, hypothetically speaking, if we somehow get out of this together, would you want to keep traveling with me? Of course, that's all I want. Good. Then I'll figure out a way to get us both out of here. Delia reaches out the last book that she left in the den and opens it. There's got to be something in here that will help us. That would be nice, living together. I'm not sure what Delia can find. I'm not going to discourage her from trying. I'll get some water for us. Take some hair jerky for my back. It should last us for the night. Oh, thank you. I'll let you know if I find anything useful in this. Thanks. I leave with a pot in hand to gather some snow. When I return, I find Delia looking through my bag. Where's the jerky again? I can't find it with all this tarp in the way. Sorry, it's right here. I fish out the jerky from the bag and hand some to Delia, which she gladly accepts. Food. I don't know how she can be so happy with. Never mind. I set up the snow-filled pot over some firewood. It's been a while since I have started a fire by hand, hasn't it? As if she read my mind, Delia taps me on the back, barely able to reach over to me. Need some help with the fire? As she asks, she holds up her hand and scrunches it a couple times. I don't want to cut you with your claw, but we casted spells plenty of times without you cutting me. True. I feel hesitant, extending out the same hand I used to hurt her. But Delia doesn't seem to mind. I don't know why. We hold hands, and quickly a small flame forms in the palm of my other hand. As I light firewood with the spell, I thank Delia for the help. Of course. She smiles, then continues with her studies. This doesn't sit right with me. The feeling of not being treated the way you deserve to be treated. But being treated better than the animal you really are. Delia. How can you trust me? After everything I put you through. Or everything I could put you through in the future. Why do you still trust me? I trust you because you're you. That doesn't make any sense. Sure it does. You're kind, compassionate, sometimes aloof, sometimes goofy, and sometimes scared. I knew there'd be risks associating with you. I know what I signed up for. So, I'm not saying I'm expecting this to happen again. He says, motioning to her injured leg. I know you don't want it to happen again. You want to be a better, kinder person. And even if you stumble every once in a while, you're always striving to be that better person. That's the you that I have known all this time. And that's who I have put my trust in. So, with that being said, I know you don't need me for much, but I hope you can put your trust in me. We'll get out of this together. Okay? I'm stunned. But I nod. I trust in you, Delia. And I hope I can be at least half the person you put your trust in. She chuckles. You already are. Now, let's see if I can continue following this lead I had. She runs her finger across the page of her book, eager to get back to her studies. I can't do much to help, so I wait. The Lord towers over the forest, looming closer to the two with every passing minute. Through sorcery feared by all and understood by none, he butchers all who lay in his path. He has no sympathy for those who desecrate his domain. The two are running out of time. Delia had spent the night scoring through her texts, looking for any sliver of hope for the two to escape. The two will need to make the most of this last day together to find that piece of hope they so desperately wish to cling onto. Or else, by sundown, they will be no more. Oh, have a good night. I think we are probably calling it a day here too. It's kind of a nice cliffhanger moment. And it has been 2 hours, I guess, so that's pretty nice length for a stream, I guess. How far are we exactly? Oh. Let me see. Well, it's probably fine either way. I think we are calling it a day here. I think I can probably. Well, it kinda depends. I'll try to stream tomorrow. Tuesday at the very least. F2. Oh, that's right. Well, it's probably pretty good in terms of length too. 1 or 2 sessions depending on how much I can do. Like, this game is really nice. I like the atmosphere. I like these like developments too. Like, they are moody and like, I like the atmosphere. But there's like a little bit of disparity, like how like gruesome like the backstory is, and then the hurting part. I can kind of see like why, but I don't like violence, I guess. But yeah, we'll call it a day here. Thank you for watching. See you Tuesday on the latest, I guess. I guess we could just say that it is on Tuesday. I can rest my voice a little bit tomorrow, and then on Tuesday we'll play more. I'll do like extra streams next week because I have been missing streaming while slaving on the game. But now I have time again, so it's nice. Anyway. Thank you for watching. See you Tuesday or whenever. Bye bye.